I think a President Romney would reduce the pace of cuts. He has to be to Obama's right. I don't think he's going to have the money to do everything he's proposing. By the way, if you read his campaign platform, he also wants to link defense to GDP and hold it at 4% of GDP, which over time would actually be a very large difference between him and President Obama, if you really believe that. But he says it's aspirational in his own budget, so I don't put that in the same category as these more specific suggestions that he's offered. But I think either president would probably cut some ground forces. I think either president is going to have a hard time wrestling with Iran and may wind up being complicit or even participatory in an Israeli attack, which runs at some counter to my first point, except that we wouldn't do the Iran strike with ground forces. I don't know if that fits in your category 2 or 3, but the last point I would make is I think either president, even within his own plan, is going to need more money to accomplish it than currently projected. In other words, like all presidents before them, there's a mismatch in these two gentlemen's plans and budgets. Their plans to reduce weapons or limit the growth sound nice, but they actually would require more money than currently projected. And when you have firm caps from a budget framework, it gets hard to do that. So they're going to, just to hold the line with their own plans, they're going to need to come back to Congress and ask for more money. And that's going to be complicated in a world where we could have a binding long-term budget agreement.